Let's start with the most obvious threat, the cold itself. Here's something most people don't realize. A human being is a tropical animal. Our bodies evolved in the warm parts of Africa, and left to its own devices, a naked human loses heat fast. In cold conditions, you can slip into hypothermia in a matter of hours. Your fingers stop working, your thinking slows down, and once your core temperature drops far enough, your body simply stops. No claws, no thick fur, no natural insulation worth mentioning. On paper, we are one of the worst equipped large animals on Earth for surviving a hard winter. And yet, humans didn't just survive the cold. They walked into it on purpose. They spread north into Ice Age Europe, into Siberia, into places where winter temperatures dropped far below anything the human body can handle unprotected. So how? The first answer is fire. And we'll come back to what fire did for the long winter nights later. But fire has a problem. Fire only warms the side of you that's facing it. It doesn't travel with you. The moment you step away from the flames to go hunt or gather wood, the cold comes straight back. Fire alone was never going to be enough. What ancient humans needed was a way to carry warmth with them, wrapped around their bodies, everywhere they went. And that brings us to what might be the single most important winter technology humans ever invented: clothing. But not the kind you're probably picturing. For a long time, the assumption was simple. It's cold, so you drape an animal hide over your shoulders and you're done. And for a while, that's exactly what humans did. But a hide thrown over your back leaves gaps everywhere. Wind gets in at the sides. Your arms are exposed. It slips off when you move. A draped skin is better than nothing, but in a real winter, better than nothing still gets you killed. The breakthrough was learning to cut hides into pieces and sew them back together into shapes that actually fit the human body. Fitted sleeves, closed sides, a garment that trapped a layer of warm air against your skin and held it there while you moved. This is the difference between a blanket and a coat. But here's the problem. To make this all work out for you, you need a needle. And not just any needle, a needle with an eye, a tiny hole to carry the thread. This is a genuinely difficult thing to make. You have to take a sliver of bone, grind it down thin, and then drill a hole through it that's small enough to be delicate but strong enough not to snap. Archaeologists have found bone needles like this dating back more than 40,000 years, and in some sites even older. These are precise, deliberate tools. Whoever made them understood exactly what they were for. And the thread itself came from the animals too. Sinew, the tough fibers that connect muscle to bone, could be stripped, dried, and used to stitch hides together into something that held. Layer a garment like that, fur turned inward against the skin, and suddenly a human being could stand in air cold enough to kill and stay alive inside their own pocket of warmth. Sewn clothing wasn't a comfort. It was the piece of technology that let our species leave the warm world it evolved in and walk into the cold parts of the planet. Without the needle and the thread, there is no human being in Ice Age Siberia. So you're warm now, or at least warm enough. You can move, you can work, you can hunt. But the sun is going down, the temperature is dropping even further, and you have a second problem that clothing can't solve. You need somewhere to survive the night. The obvious answer is a cave. And caves were valuable.